In life, there are people who come along who are truly special. In what they achieve in their careers, how they carry themselves in times of tragedy, and how they affect the lives of those around them.
John Surtees was a world champion unlike any other. The only man to have won world championships on both 2 and 4 wheels, his place in motor racing folklore is assured. His death 2 weeks ago at the age of 83 has left a huge void in motorsport.
You know, he was a legend in the sport and did so much. Was such a lovely guy, so yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to his family, and that's really all I can say right now, to be honest. I think it's quite a shock to everyone.
Also to meet him a few times and I always get on well with him, and he's a very easygoing, and you can feel the passion what he had for racing all the time, and what a great guy he was, and for sure a legend.
For him to go from 4 wheels to 2 wheels in the manner he did, it's never happened before in the history of motorsports, and I don't think it's going to happen again. He'll never be forgotten.
John Surtees won 7 world championships in a highly successful career on 2 wheels. While his love of motorbikes remained, the fact that he had spare weekends with no racing, he found himself drawn to 4-wheel competition. Making his Formula 1 debut in 1960, Surtees finished second for Lotus in only his second Formula 1 race, and a love of racing in cars was born. Ferrari came calling in 1963, and the path for Surtees to create motorsport history was set. The 1964 season saw a tight championship battle between Graham Hill, Jim Clark and Surtees. It all came down to the final race, where Surtees finished second to take the championship by a single point.
It didn't really hit me until I came round and I saw Giulio Bossari, our capo mechanical, a head mechanic, and the other lads, so excited. I just thought, oh, it's a championship.
The Italian fans took Surtees to their heart, christening him Il Grande John. However, despite the affection of the Tifosi, Surtees left the Ferrari team after falling out with team management in 1966 and joined Honda the following year. While successes were few and far between, he did give the Japanese mark an F1 win in a thrilling race at Monza in 1967, beating Jack Brabham by a mere 0.2 of a second. As his career wound down, Surtees went into team ownership with his self-named team. A few successes followed, although without ever reaching the heights of his own racing career, and the team disbanded in 1978. Rather than sitting back and enjoying his retirement, Surtees ran the Great Britain team in A1 racing, and then helped his young son Henry as he started out in karting.
A good friend of mine called in at home and said, "I'm going to Buckmore Park, can Henry come?" So Henry said, "Yes, can I?" So off he goes, and he comes back, and he says those fateful words, "Daddy, that's what I want to do."
However, fate was to play a cruel hand in 2009. During an F2 race at Brands Hatch, Henry was tragically killed at the age of 18. Despite this devastating news, and rather than retreating from public life, Surtees campaigned for air ambulances to carry extra blood supplies on board, something that has helped save many lives. He also set up the Henry Surtees Foundation so that his son's name would live on, as it looked to help those with accidental injuries, as well as helping young people develop their capabilities. With support, Surtees also purchased the Buckmore Park circuit as he looked to help nurture the next generation of karting talent. All these efforts saw him awarded the CBE in 2016.
A man who changed the course of motor racing history, yet always remained humble and true to himself. One who looked to help others after the tragic personal loss of Henry. John Surtees was a truly remarkable world champion and remains the only man to have won world championships on both 2 and 4 wheels. Il Grande John will be sadly missed.